this again gets back to mitochondria, but very specifically an idea that I think is super important right now. And the idea around how do we optimize our mitochondria to elevate our health and well-being and ability to perform all comes back to this simple idea called hormesis. And hormesis is a physiological concept that suggests that a little bit of stress is good, a lot is not. So for example, salt is a stressor on the body. But if you have no salt, you die. A little bit of salt, you're healthy. A lot of salt, you die, right? Exercise is the same. No exercise, you die. No sleep, you die. Moderate amount of exercise and sleep, you're optimized. Too much exercise, you die. I've tried to do that. It's not good. Rode my bike across Africa, and that was about the extent of what we can possibly do before your health starts to deteriorate. And the reason why, bear with me, more physiology, sorry. The reason why hormesis is so important is because it controls the inflammatory process inside your body. Has anyone heard of inflammation? Yes, it's a big thing right now, right? So we want to modulate inflammation. We want to make sure that it works for us, not against us. This is the inflammatory pathway inside the body. You don't need to know this. We published this a few years ago. But all that I will draw your attention to is the fact that when we are stressed, physically or mentally, that causes damage inside of our cells, which is basically just like literally exactly the same as a forest fire. It just blows through your tissues, breaks them all down, and we're left with a whole bunch of burnt out stuff inside your tissues. That then stimulates a whole bunch of molecules which circulate around your body and start to heal, repair, and regenerate, and that leads us to positive adaptation, which is what you just asked me about. Like, what are the limits of our adaptation? Where does that change? So that we can get back to this. So as a fundamental practice to decode all of the health and wellness information that's getting pumped out to us via all sorts of influencers on social media, just remember that we, as high performers who are interested in sustainable high performance that's healthy as well, practice hormesis, which is that a little bit is good, a lot is not. A little bit of stress is good, a lot is not. And it just goes over and over and over again. So this is some data that I collected using an Apple Watch. I'll show you how I've been playing with this throughout my days. So in this case, I woke up fairly early. I tracked my heart rate variability, which is an indicator of stress. Low heart rate variability, you're stressed. High heart rate variability, you're relaxed. Woke up, took a look at my email inbox. Oh my gosh, what a day. Not good. Did breath work plus some sauna. And you can see that my heart rate variability went up. I was able to calm myself down before I started my day. Did a block of work. Stressed again, no big deal. That happens. Went for a walk at lunch. Popped it back up. Came back down, did another block of focused work, and then I just got exhausted and gave up. Did some meditation before I went and interfaced with my family at night. And so these twin cycles of high performance with deep recovery, I believe, is the path towards sustainable, healthy, high performance. In the past, it was basically red line down here as much as you can for as long as possible. Volume was the solution, but that's not the answer anymore. It's alternating world-class performance with deep recovery and regeneration. I think that that's why we're seeing so many people very interested in hot-cold these days, like saunas and ice baths and cold water immersion, because getting into the sauna is a form of significant stress that actually, if you do it a few times a week, again, hormesis, like a little bit is good, a lot is not, will actually challenge your cardiovascular system and increases the blood flow into your brain and cardiovascular system. It extends life. Very cool research shows that 3 heat sessions per week can extend your lifespan and also prevent neurocognitive decline, which you don't need a sauna. You can take a hot bath. Works just as well. Hot shower as well. Take a hot bath, close the door, lock it, get the candle going, get the bubbles going, right? Ignore your children. That's someone else's problem during that time. But that exposure to heat is absolutely magic for your cardiovascular system and health. Plus, it releases something called a heat shock protein, which circulates around your body and improves your brain tissue and your muscle tissue and all sorts of other stuff. So that's an added bonus. So a few times a week, take a hot bath, jump in the sauna, and you win.